Welcome to the Florida Gators franchise where your boy sucks at college football. Today we're going against number 5, Texas. Wish me luck. He's 3-1. This is not your boy's game, but we're gonna give it an honest try. And if you suck at this game, at least now you can watch somebody else that sucks at it and not somebody that dominates. But your boy gonna try. Later today, we're supposed to be playing with Michigan against Michigan State. I feel more confident about that game than this one. Just like last year, we're getting so lucky with our draws. Eventually, that's going to come back to bite us. We're going to start playing tough teams. Dude, you put them in get off that time, though. Because last year, his playoff drought was pretty nice. This year, to be honest, I just want to keep it within 15.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium.
Alright, Jeff, man. Let's run that damn ball.
Team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will put total weather and will get started.
I need to win this game. It's a home game. You have to win it. That's what you need to look at. You have to win it.
No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
And you can if you don't turn the fucking ball over. Yeah, look at this guy. We're on the same defense as everybody else. Let me rush the corners.
Dropping back, it's
Wow, thanks. Same defense. Everybody else runs.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nobody can be original.
Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback,
Yep, he's
DJ
doing it
Lagway.
again.
He was just unflappable a year ago, at least as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Got him, he's right there.
Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Bring in the heat.
I had square.
Play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, you talk all
Fuck,
week about
I
setting
had
the tone,
square.
riding this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Yeah, that was a shitty start for me.
The kick is on its way.
Great kick, asshole.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you.
Man, I sucked that first drive, guys. I don't know what to do. I suck when I play online in league. I just choke like an idiot.
They'll line up for a second down play. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Power football with the run. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some.
Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
He is stopping that
Big
run.
fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Yards on 4th down, still going. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Working that left side now. And he'll pump it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside.
It's our game, guys. We need to stop. Come on, let's get it.
A little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground.
Stop sucking.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Well, he is hard to bring down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Brown. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
That's a fucking win.
How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Nice job to get
threw the ball right to you.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Got a man. It's Moore. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the
He
board.
did that shit too easy, man.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. Breaks into the open. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the
That was definitely the right read.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Oh my fucking God, punter.
But that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Back open in the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back, it isn't.
I don't want to run a fucking.
That is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Barrels ahead. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Now on first down from the 28. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Sturdivant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down.
Why are you throwing fucking lollipops?
Man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it 4th and short from the 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get it out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
On the move, it's Ball. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Gators want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Lock in right here. It's like you're going into a rock, paper, scissors fight. Please go.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Offense changing the play. Third down play from the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thursday. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Touchdown, Florida! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
And I feel like I have no choice but to step out on the side of
the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end.
Hard, man. Damn.
After a 15-yard pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled him, not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged out of the air.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on the last play.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down and
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the...
Touchdown, Texans! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25.
Well, that was quite the hit. Now we're just handing it off and getting nothing. But it wouldn't be
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I don't feel confident getting the ball back with a minute and a half left either.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Bagway. That's caught. It's Sturdivant. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And you're probably wondering how he was playing the game with no stats. Apparently he had 4 tackles and he also forced a fumble with 2 fumbles.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That was some horrible blocking.
By the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
That point in the 3rd quarter was the closest we'd ever get this game. I don't even care if we catch it. It's been a rough quarter and a half for us. They have locked up. They've gotten in pressure on everything before we could ever get the ball.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they had to take some chances. They have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
It's in the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after he picked up 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That clock is ticking. The clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts. I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by score.
Jamal Ward isn't his basic tight end. If you didn't recognize him, he just went up the most during play progression. So he took the job from Josh Henry, and Duke started with a lead. Approaching halftime, we have a chance to go up 21-0 if that is going to be caught. But unfortunately, it wasn't, and we'll still take our 3-possession lead. We played really well defensively in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Bagway.
And as you can see, the forming
It's picked up, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I'm going to be sick to my stomach if we
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and all gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Still on his feet at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Past the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
So far, things are going well as we're about to score on our first drive, but we're going to have to get
Line
creative
getting
on this
set
3rd
on
and
second
10.
down.
If this is a good throw, we might have a touchdown. Devontae Newcomb has really taken his game to the
Looking to
next level.
fire.
And what's interesting is even though we haven't
Turns it
had
loose.
receiver
Finds his man open. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
and that guy was
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
catches this ball. Tried to 2 touchdowns already.
Dropping back,
So this
it's
game has
Bagway.
ended up being more of how I
Lets it
expected
go.
them to play, and we have to
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your
And
sleep.
then we'll put in the second string. The mass sub feature, which is
Quarterback making adjustments.
So much for them having
Motion
it,
from
and
the
I
wide
guess
receiver.
EA wants me to try and run up
They'll
the
go to
score
work in the
even
air
more.
on second
Why do they
down.
keep on pressing our
Fires
receivers?
toward
We
the
have
end
fast
zone.
ones. That's what makes this game so easy.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Bigger win.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's throwing 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, an obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is an area of the game on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
I gotta say, our running backs are really the stars of this team, but so is our defense. They've had good week after good week, and we're going to be able to step up.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that, just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, they were taking it.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack.
Juwan Markick has burnt them deep, and this receiver is the only reason we're still in this game. It is such a big matchup. I'm hoping we can get them off the field on this 3rd and 7, but they're going to step up and scramble. We should have a spot. To be honest, they've played us really well. We haven't been doing much defensively against them like we normally would against teams. We're pushing them back, and somehow we have gotten a 4th and inches where they're going to hit the kick. For a split second, I thought they shanked the kick, though we still have a chance in this one until this interception. Yeah, I had no hope running back there in the pocket. I want to be upset about the loss, but it's hard to be whenever we just haven't played them, and the Hilltoppers can go ahead and take their win. During our program's history, we are 1-3 versus them, but next season will be different, I promise. Perdor is only a sophomore, so we still have to deal with him for 2 more years, but our roster will be even better because I finally found it again. The only problem is we could be entering the battle too late, and at the moment, we're just a mid-table Sun Belt school. With 4 games left, though, Arkansas State is definitely the toughest of those 4, so if we can win this, we might be able to go on a 4-game winning streak. In Season 3, we ended the year super strong. I'm hoping we can do the exact same this year. And it's been an intense first half, but that was a big stop. It's going to allow us to drive down the field and potentially go up by 2 possessions. With the true freshman hanging on to the football, and I could have threaded the needle to the back of the end zone, but I really didn't want to risk it. Instead, we're scrambling and going down at the 3. Having Devontae Newcomb with 90 speed is such a nice addition. And I remember our first 2 seasons in this dynasty without him. It was definitely harder to move the ball. Here on 3rd and 10, we'll see if their man-to-man coverage can stick. I feel like we're going to have the true freshman beat. And between him and Nick Smith, I feel like our offense is almost unstoppable when it comes to our receivers. Once I got both of them more involved, it has really opened up everything on the field. While our defense has also been shining, and if they don't pick up this 4th and long, this game is completely over. Give us that interception easily. It's nice to see the Stallions playing like this, and there was no chance we were ever going to blow our lead. We just have 3 more games left this year, and one of them's against James Madison, who has fallen off all the way to 2 and 7. We also just need Arkansas State to lose 1 more game, and we have the tiebreaker over them. But one thing we're really going to have to do if we want to land this game free safety is start guessing his hard cells, because we have no chance if we know. Since it's taken a while to scout everybody, I might just be holding out until the transfer window. And that's when we'll make our biggest additions, because again, we don't need that much to keep improving this roster. As much as I'd like to say that we're actually in a really good spot, though, we have struggled against James, and an accurate ball like that is led to interception. We'd probably be down by like 21 points if our defense wasn't playing so well. And we're getting the ball back again with about 50 seconds left in this half, so we could still tie it up before the end of the 4th. What it comes down to, though, is how well our offensive line plays. And there's no hope when we're getting beat like that, but we might have one of our receivers deep, and that is Ramsor. Trey Ramsor's gone. It took an entire half, but we finally had enough time to get a throw off. And then they scored immediately. It's like the game doesn't want us to have an easy time winning at all. We should not be struggling against a 2 and 17, but we are, and that's another inaccurate pass. After the type of year Devontae Newcomb had, this is hurting to see, but it's not over yet.
Hey, check
Daniel.
Daniel.
Better about this if it was only a 10-point game. Well, we'll see what they run on 3rd and 4, I was pretty sure they were going to get in the free rusher, but that's why we had Nick Smith on us. And they should have got in. That was a 6 versus 5.
Fuck,
They
this
had
guy's
advantage,
6-0.
but it's so weird. Some games I had infinite time in the pocket. Other games I have 0. And it's random which games those are, but it's going to affect us because there's simply no way we can still come back. Never mind. I thought we were going to drop that ball. I'm actually underestimating this team. And I can't believe I've been convinced to go for the 2-point conversion, but we did, and it's a fumble. Come on. I mean, what are the odds of that right there? They're running it on 3rd and 6. I stacked the box, but no. Everybody misses their tackle, so James Madison's about to get another touchdown. Oh my God. I just had to accept our fate. There's also one good thing about the chair I use, and that's the fact that it's basically bolted into the ground. I can't get up and be upset. I'm just stuck in this one spot. Marshall's an 84. And I take it back. We're going to be fighting just to make a bowl game to end this year. We also guessed right with this game time thing, but it's not going to matter. We're not coming back. And no matter what, we have to redeem ourselves versus Marshall. All I can say is we have picked a bad time to fall apart as a program. We're already losing by 14 points, and that's just the streakiness of using Southern Kentucky. It's always been this way, but we could still come out on top. For example, Newcomb just took it in for a tutty, and then we got an interception, but we still have a long way to go before we're in the end zone where that throw wasn't good enough. I'm also always super nervous about kicking it, even though I'm pretty good at making them. And to start this 3rd quarter, I would really like if we could come away with a touchdown here, but it's going to have to come with Newcomb's legs. He is about to get his, basically just jumped over that player's head. He didn't lose the ball. And the run that we've gone on to end this game is incredible. This is on a 3rd down. We're not catching it. So now it's 4th and 8. We're already up by 2 possessions, and thank you for throwing us the ball again. We will take it. I want it to be known I don't respect Marshall at all. We're going to go for it on 4th and 6. I want to keep on scoring more points because ever since falling behind by 14, that's literally all that we've done in this game, and our drag makes it too easy. At least we know no matter what, we are a bowl-eligible team. But I'd also like to finish with a better record than we did in season number 3. I think Devontae Newcomb can get us there, but it does mean that we can't lose again. We already know we're not making the conference championship. We're in 3rd place now, but it's still important to take down Old Dominion. They're an 81. And there's the official signing. We didn't get the 3-star free safety. What we should be getting, though, is a home win to end the season. And even though we only scored 3 points in the 1st quarter, I think we're about to start this 2nd quarter right. Approaching the end of the 3rd quarter, though, we are only up by 7. And the fact that they just got that throwaway out is nuts, but it joints in. I thought they just shanked that can, which would have definitely been nice. I'm even going to go for a huge play against this defense because I don't think they were expecting it as we catch it. All I can really say is Devontae Newcomb definitely has his moments. He put that one on the money too, but that's our freshman wide receiver, Ben Remigio. He didn't hold on to the football, and this is probably going to be picked because we just had to get it out so quick. What was our line doing? I feel pretty confident in saying that they're better at tackling than they are at blocking. 3rd and 16 with all this time is a huge concern. But we clamped up, and now we're at that point in the game where we try to run out the rest of the clock. I am going to give Ben a chance to redeem himself by letting him take this jet touch pass. He is the fastest player on this roster, though he needs to make that guy dance. And all of a sudden, we hit the 2-minute warning where we just continue to run it. We have now put ourselves in a pretty rough spot, though. We have to score because they're going to be able to stop the clock before they get the ball back, and I'll take it. Even if they do get into the end zone, they're going to have to recover an onside kick. I don't see that happening. This could be intercepted, but we dropped it. There's been a lot of mistakes in this game that could have sealed it before now. But we're fortunate.
I could probably get the 6 wins. Because
Exactly
this should be 4.
We're going to be 7 and 5, and this is the first time committed threes have popped up for me all season. As far as I'm
Wait.
concerned,
If you win this game, you get 6. Yeah, you had to win this game to get the 6.
So we have signed none, even though that was my main priority, and all these guys are still back. As you can see, we didn't make the conference championship, and Arkansas State did, but they lost to Texas State. When it comes to our season stats, Devontae Newcomb threw 22 interceptions, which is a massive step up from last year, and yes, they're all his fault, not mine. He did have a little bit more success on the ground. Rylan Piper was the main back, though. And then at receiver, our number 1 target was Trey Ramsor. Everyone under that just wasn't as involved. Your 2027 Heisman winner was a Clemson quarterback, and our bowl game's the Myrtle Beach Bowl against Kent State. That shouldn't be difficult at all. They averaged 26 points per game, and I'm sure their overall is also much lower. But what I'm worried about is early national signing day. The 4-star receiver did choose Ole Miss. And from a depth trait perspective, I need to see some elites and stars. We have star on our 91-speed 6'5" wide receiver. That's what I'd like to have. But I'm going to highlight Tariq Quincy, the quarterback with normal net. He probably won't ever play for us then, and please impact
Max Stowe is our 5-star corner. That couldn't have gone worse for us, and this is what the playoff bracket looks like. But I'm just upset at those depth trades, so we're going to take it out on Penn State. I didn't realize it, but we are playing on the teal field again, and so much for the Myrtle Beach Bowl being in a pleasant spot. The field's ugly. After having to play on it twice in one season, I've changed my mind on it. For a while I thought it was pretty cool, but now I just don't like it. And I think we have to go for it on 4th and 1 to end this first quarter, which we're not picking up. Penn State's definitely made this a tough game, but before the half, we have a chance to tie things up if we can score. And the only issue is we have no timeouts left, so we're going to have to hike it pretty quick and not take a sack. What's crazy is I don't know how to hurry it up to spike the ball either, so what we're going to have to do is instantly just roll out and throw this ball away. And that'll at least allow us to get it within 4, assuming this stays in. This definitely hasn't been as easy as last year, but Kent State is a better team than Sam Houston was, and we're finally going to miss again. I was so excited. I thought we were connecting for a big play, but it just didn't happen, so now we're running the ball. And maybe that's what we should have been doing, considering we threw 22 interceptions this season. Ever since that realization, keeping it on the ground's actually gone really well, and Kent State's offense doesn't stand a chance. On 4th and 10, this is their last chance to be in this game still, and they did a touchdown. They threw for like an 80-yard line. I was counting them out. I thought we had everything locked, but no, instead we have to get a couple first downs, and we'll see if we can pull that off. I'm so ready for season number 5, but we cannot choke, and I'm afraid that we might. It is 3rd and 7. They instantly got in, and I'm almost certain if you watch that back, you'll see I had no chance to get the ball out, but they're going to beat us with the deep post route again. It should be no surprise that a couple plays later they would get into the end zone, but I felt like we had somebody deep, and we did, except I got hit. This is a typical Southern Kentucky ending to a game. They're going to break our tackle over and over, and we need to leave all forms of choking in this season. We can't do this again. I've had enough of it. It's become too common of an occurrence. We could still get it back, but if they hit this field goal, our odds of coming back aren't great, and I have about 2 seconds to make a read and get this ball out before I instantly take a sack. Here we go. What will we do with not much time left? I hit the wrong button. Let's just go on to the next. I'm not even going to make it. I'm not going to get mad. We're just going to take it. And you will definitely don't watch this channel for the good gameplay. Like, I can't even explain where that ball could have potentially gone. It was just the worst throw of my career. And I want what Ohio State is doing to be so bad, but I think it's a long way away. To make matters worse, our best free safety wants to leave for the draft, but we have a guaranteed persuasion chance, so we're going to have him come back. Why on earth would it be guaranteed? Of the notable names that we are losing, though, Deion Scott's been great for us at cornerback. Carmelo Overton's been at linebacker is one of the users, and Kingston McCarty never got his real chance to shine. The transfer window could be our time to shine, though. We can go after some of the top 50 prospects. These are the transfers that we're going after. As you can see, there's no juniors on here, and the main reason for that is these junior transfers would only be around for one season. Of the guys we went after, we're starting to get a lead on a couple, but I've also fallen behind on some others, like this freshman center, because Ohio State's school grades are just so much better than what we can offer. The same goes for this right tackle. We even guessed his hard sell correctly, but Georgia's so much better, which means I'm going to be super thankful every time we hit this screen. There's no guarantees we pick up certain guys, but at least we have added to our offensive line, and then at the same time we lost the defensive tackle. One thing I just realized, though, was we stole this prospect from Georgia. We jumped Ohio State on this one, so maybe we can compete with the big dogs. I've officially signed a minor. That player could get me in a lot of trouble, though. It might not be the best signing, so I'll just have to watch what I say, but of course the center flipped that to the Buckeyes. Just looking at the depth charts of these transfers, anything that sticks out like star on this corner is amazing. I'll take it for sure. But I wasn't expecting 4 star devs in a row. We even got it on a kicker, a tight end, and then also a tackle. I think it's safe to say the transfer window saved this recruiting class. It's the best one we've ever had because it's the first time we can go after any players. So of course it finishes atop our conference as well. Now with all these cornerbacks, my plan is to move some of them around to feed some other needs to fill like strong safety. And this is an interesting surprise, but Sharif Lindsey's best at running back, not quarterback, so we could move him there or wide receiver too. It'll really all depend what we do with the